Excuse me.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Drinks and Discussions. It is good to be back. It is good to be back. We have missed all of you. Hope you guys have a fantastic holiday with the Thanksgiving holiday. And I know we've got another holiday or two upon us with Christmas and New Year's. So I am hoping everyone is geared up and ready to go and in good spirits. We got a lot to talk about.
Wow.
We are Drinks and Discussions. He is Marcus and I am Brian. And I can't wait to see and talk to you all. Good evening, everyone. Hope everybody's doing great. Liz is on time. And Liz, by the way, you are more than happy to jump in. You do have Discord and you are able to join into the live stream. So let me know if you are out there and I'll move you over if you're not in the right spot. I'm also hoping that Nick is able to join as well. Vic Ferrari, I see that he's online. And so all of you, if we haven't seen you in a while, I apologize for that, but we hope to see that you guys are available. Hello, Smitty. Good to see you as well, my friend. Good to see you. I see Smitty, I think Miss Mandy's channel from time to time. Truth Teller. Hello, buddy. Good to see you as always.
Yeah.
No, Liz, if you're on Discord, just jump into one of the general backstage channel on the Discord, and then I'll put you in the right spot. You don't need a new link every time. That's the good thing about Discord. You don't always have to have a link to join. Let me do that. Let me move this. I kind of want to talk about some things, but before we get into things, let me just say this. I have been down and out with the flu, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, I am just now feeling 90%. I'm not even 100% yet. Yeah, Liz, we're always welcome. You're always welcome to join the panel now that you've got your own laptop. We prefer that you come on here and share and have a voice. And Marcus actually has a question that I think that you may even be able to enlighten Marcus on the question that he's going to have on our main topic as well. So I hope everybody, I hope that I know a lot of people have been out with either the flu or I hear COVID has kind of started making its rounds again. I hope everybody is okay. So I really want to check on everyone this evening. And if you are feeling a little down and out, let me know. We want to send our best wishes and a good bill of health to all that we come across as well. But I don't see a link for y'all. I'm on Discord. So Liz, if you're in Discord, you'll see a little thing over the side that says Drinks and Discussions or D&D channel. You just go into one of the channels over there and you should be good to go. Just in case, I'll go ahead and send a link. Copy the link. Where is Liz? I don't even see Liz on Drinks and on Discord. Liz, I don't think I even see you on Discord.
I didn't see her either. But it didn't mean anything if I didn't.
But anyway, while you figure that out, Liz, if we see you on, I'll send it to you. Let's get in, because I have been dying to know. Marcus sent me a message the other day and said that he had a new drink to bring to the table. And I have been so curious about what this drink is going to be. And let's get into it, Marcus. Let me get mine first. Okay. And then that way you can have the show about what you're drinking. Because I have not been drinking, believe it or not, folks. I have not been drinking since I have been sick. And for those of you who didn't know, my birthday was on the 1st. And on the 1st, I think I started feeling no. On the first, I actually went out with my friend to Uncorked. We just had a little drink or two by myself. I had, unbeknownst to me, I had a surprise party that was awaiting me on Saturday, and I think the first was Thursday. So Friday, I started feeling a little under the weather. Saturday, against my best judgment, I went and played golf Saturday morning. And again, still not knowing that I had a party that was scheduled in my honor Saturday evening. Saturday evening came, and I'm telling you guys, I was barely able to crawl out of bed just to show up for my own surprise birthday party. And Marcus was there, and I was leaning over to him, and I was just like, dude, you don't even know how bad I feel right now. It was that bad. Hey, what's up, Ham Banana? Ham Banana's here. Ham Banana is here specifically for the reason he asked why that link. He's specifically here for that. But before we get into all that, let's get into the drinks. I'm going to show you real quick, and I'm going to get Marcus into the drink, and we'll get into that. So I'm drinking Calamonte, and it's the same Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 45% alcohol volume. I like it. It's still helping me keep my chest cavity clear. So I'm actually foregoing ice this time, and I'm going straight glass to head. So there you go. That's me right there. The floor is now yours, sir.
So hold on one second. Okay, so I've been dealing with a little bit of sickness myself in the last week, but not to get into that just yet. So I was at the store the other day, and I saw this drink. And to Truth Teller's point, no, it's a Mountain Dew drink, but I had never seen this drink before, and I'm guessing this is probably a seasonal thing. And I've had, I pride myself on trying just about every Mountain Dew flavor known to man. But I had not seen, nor have I tried this one. And this is the holiday season where, you got your cookies and your cakes and your pies and all that good stuff. So this one, it's called Mountain Dew. Wait for it. Mountain Dew Fruit Quake. Mountain Dew Fruit Quake. Fruit Quake. And it is based on, it has a blast of fruitcake flavor. So who doesn't love a holiday fruitcake?
I don't like fruitcake.
So I know I don't love fruitcake, but I don't know that I don't like it necessarily. I know I don't like the pecans on it, that's for sure.
And you think you would have thought you had enough with the one chip challenge. Now you're going with a fruitcake Mountain Dew? What's going on here?
Hey, that thing, the one chip challenge just popped my cherry, so everything's game now.
Wow. Well, cheers to you, brother. I'm gonna take this sip and watch you suck that down and probably vomit right now.
Yeah, let's see what it's gonna taste like. Mountain Dew Fruit Quake.
You know what? Hey, Thumper88, what's going on, Chief? He says he knows a lot about fruitcakes. Ham Banana says, so no fruitcakes allowed on Drinks and Discussions. Don't be a fruitcake. That's like an old school term. That's an old school term.
Yeah.
Nuttier than a fruitcake.
You know what? This is not bad at all. It doesn't have a very strong fruitcake flavor. I mean, there's hints of it, but yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Okay. Hey, Roman, cheers to you and cheers to everyone else. Let us know what you guys are drinking.
Yes.
Thumper, hope you're doing well. I hope you got some vodka or something else that you'd like to drink. Just for fun, I'm not even sure, are you a drinker or not? Because I'm not sure if you've ever shared anything about what you are drinking when you come over. Ham Banana, I'm not even sure if you're a partaker of libations other than maybe a banana milkshake or something. let me know what you guys are drinking. out there in the chats. And not Ham Banana, but just for fun, I'm gonna tell you something, and I hope that doesn't scare you off. The chat should be starting to scroll through on the panel, but also on YouTube, you should be able to see everything. But I'm not exactly sure why the live chat sometimes has to catch up, and I need to probably put a delay in there so it's not always trying to real time show all the live chats. So that might be a setting that I have to figure out moving forward, because in the stream, when I'm trying to project our images, but they also the chat, it kind of slows down. So if you're not on the YouTube channel, you should see everything, hopefully. So Marcus has got a fruit cake Mountain Dew, and he seems to like it, folks.
Not bad. It's not bad.
Now, I will tell you this. I want to give a shout out because it's been a while since you guys have been around and we've been able to do this. Smitty's got him some gummy shots, and Roman has got a Pilsner. Nice. They're out there just for fun. Ham Banana and Truth Teller are both in the chat. If you guys don't see Ham Banana or Truth Teller, if you guys don't see just for fun, drop a link in the chat and let her know that you guys are there, please, because I see you guys, and I don't know why she can't see you guys. I want to tell everyone that, again, it was my birthday on the 1st, and December 1st was my birthday, and I will probably tell you I have never been as surprised in all my life for anything, because, you know, at the end of the day, I don't like to, even though we're on YouTube and, you know, we try to put ourselves out there, I don't like a lot of attention paid to me. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. I like to be the center of attention when it's somebody else's day, and I can make it to, you know, be, you know, Mr. Social Brian, and, you know, have the good time and bring people together and make sure people are all having a great and enjoyable time at a party. But my wife surprised me, folks. And when I say she surprised me, most of you, if not all of you, who are familiar with Drinks and Discussions, when Marcus and I and Trey would do our live streams at Uncorked, that's the local area. I know the owner. I go there a lot. We know people there. It's just a staple in our community. And my wife put on a surprise birthday party that included not only my main man Marcus, but some of my other really close friends. For those who used to always see us, I used to give a shout out to Ken, who always claims he doesn't watch the podcast, but he's always watching the podcast. And it was just a great, enjoyable time. And I got bottles about bottles. Marcus gave me a gift card to Under Armour, and there was some cigars, and there was just my best friend gave me a golf trip with him. It was just outstanding how much people actually, and I didn't realize how much of how much they valued my friendship. And to that, I will have to tell you that I value everyone, including Marcus's friendship, tenfold compared to what you think that I bring to the table, because I'm nothing without all my friends. And I'm hoping that at the end of the day, that people just think that I can just, you know, bring a lot of positivity and just, you know, good vibes anytime we hang out, and that's in person or on YouTube, because that's just what I want to try to do in life. So once again, cheers to my man Marcus, my wife, and all the others that showed up on my surprise birthday party. I really appreciate that. What are you about to say?
Yeah, if I can just add to that, and if you'll allow me to, you know, applaud Jennifer too. No, I thought she did a great job, and to echo what you just said, Brian, you know, me kind of being an outsider looking in, you've got a really good group of a good circle of friends, and so that I mean, I'm not acting like I'm surprised, you know, but it's just nice to see, you know. It's just good, you know, good to see, you know, people with a good group of friends. And so, you know, that was fun for me to be a part of it, and I was glad I could be there.
Yeah, and I was telling Marcus the whole entire time. I was like, "This is everyone." I was like, "What you see was like the entire circle of trust that I have in my life." I don't think there was really, if there was one, maybe one missing. Those were all the golf buddies and the people that my son calls aunts and uncles and um, people we just consider family and friends. And Marcus is a part of that group as well too, even though he doesn't know everyone. But um, I have to say, I'm blessed. I'm really very blessed. Thank you, Truth Teller. Thank you very much. Um, I'm glad that everybody feels that we bring some kind of inclusiveness on this channel. However, and just for fun, I don't want you to be mad at me. And listen, guys, I've said this 1,000 times. What we're doing over here in Drinks and Discussions is we're just trying to, forge our own way. We don't watch videos per se during our live stream. We're not part of the frauditor, auditor, or First Amendment, 1A, whatever, cop watching place. We're just not. But also, there's one channel I've always said, because I was doxxed by this channel. I've been called a racist by this channel. I've even had this person lie and said that they called me a spook because I called them a racist term first. Which, by the way, Ham Banana, if you're friends with the beer professor, go watch the video. Ask him to repost the video so all the lies can stop. I'm not a big guy about lying to make people feel good about themselves or to build a channel. I'm also not a guy that's trying to bring down other channels in order for them to make themselves look good in the eyes of other people. But I've also said to this, if you choose to go on a channel that has doxed me, put my wife's picture from our wedding day, and manipulated and tried to poke fun at my wife, who's never done anything to anyone, then if you decide to go on panel, you're not welcomed here. You can go and chat with people. I know a lot of people who know people that want to go over there and chat with them and say hello. But if you decide to go on that channel and be a part of that channel, I can't allow that to come back over here, because at the end of the day, I keep telling people, I don't want all of that nonsense to keep following us over here. And if you're a host here and then you're a host over there, all you're doing is allowing that. And you're signing off on somebody that says, hey, Brian's a racist individual because they don't like the political views that I post on some of the channels that I post on, or some of the videos that I post. And then I don't understand too. I just don't get it. I've seen people over there crying because I look, for good or bad or worse, I watch some of the Ham Banana show, and I find Ham Banana's delivery comical, to say the least. And when I watch Ham Banana's restreams of these shows, and I watch some people who used to be hosts on that show always crying, saying that they're jumping off of this channel, and then they get back on the channel, and then I hear these other older ladies crying, and then I have to hear somebody saying, you know what, we don't talk about women like this, but then they talk about women like that, and then the person, the woman that they're talking bad about, shows back up on the channel. I'm just like, what in the hell do I have to do to tell people that I don't want anything to do with it? I just don't. So, unfortunately, even having Big Jake as a little brother to us, family to us, and he's known this over and over and over again, he decides that he wants to go over there and join that stream, knowing how heartbreaking it was for me and for my wife. And he and I have had conversations over and over and over about that other stream, and yet he chose to do it. And you're more than happy to do whatever you want to do on YouTube. It's fine. But again, I didn't block Jake. I didn't say he couldn't come over here. He can still chat with everyone. I hope to see him again. And maybe one day, after some time, we'll have Jake back. But at the end of the day, and you guys tell me what you think. Am I way over the top when it comes to this? Am I going overboard to why I feel as if I should not allow that kind of stuff going on? Because we just want to be positive here. We want to share different things of opinion, but I ain't gonna sit here and talk to Liz or just for fun to a point where they're crying or thinking that I'm not, or I'm not even let somebody else sit there and talk on the panel to a point to where it gets to that level where somebody's going to be crying about, someone's saying something to a disrespectful level to make them cry. And then how people could sit there and go, oh, this is all about peace and love and harmony. Look, do whatever you want to do. I wish you nothing but the best for that channel. I hope they continue to get 30,000 views from the last time I saw over there. They got 30,000 views, and I hope they get 35,000. I hope they get 130,000, but that's fine. So anyway, drinks. Okay, hold on, Liz. I got your something in Discord. I'm putting it in there now. It says pending.
Yes. And in case you're wondering, just for fun, yes, in the flesh, it is I.
Yeah, and look, Thumper, Thumper, I get it, man. I consider you a friend of the channel, and just because you're a friend of the channel doesn't mean that we can't have differences of opinion. I know that you go over there and you like some of the stuff that they go over there too, but you can share whatever you want to share. It's not going to make me feel any different about you because you want to go over there and hang out. That doesn't bother me at all. I wish more people would go over there and support that channel. I really do. I'm here to support people who want to do whatever they want to do in life. And I've always said that. I hope that channel, the Beer Professor's channel, is the most successful that they can possibly be. But don't try to tear me down in order to build you up. And don't try to tear people down in order to make you some kind of sacrilegious, holier than thou person that I just don't understand why people would actually believe the nonsense. Yeah, look, Hamilton, I saw some things going through. I saw some of your posts today. But I don't care. I really just don't. I wish if a channel goes down and comes back up, I hope they're just as successful as they were before. But you're not going to go over there when someone calls me names when I have done nothing to be disparaging or say anything. And I've gone over there and tried to make amends several times, and that's all I can do, folks. So more power to you. If you like that kind of ass chewing every time you go over there, and you like drama to the point where you cry on a live stream, that's on you. That's it. Yeah, I got you, Liz. I'm putting you on stream here in a minute, and I think Marcus was going to ask a couple of questions as well regarding.
Yeah,
and I'm going to stay out of it. I'm just going to let Marcus ask the questions, and then we'll go from there.
Well, I'm, me. I don't. Outside of our podcast here, probably won't find me on the internet, on YouTube or anything like that. You might find me scrolling through Facebook or Instagram, but that's about it. So I'm trying to, and I've just, everything that I know are just things that I've gleaned over the last year or so. But what is the allure to these channels and I'll just leave it at that. I mean, what is the allure to some of these channels? What is it that's drawing these people in? I'll just leave it at that. What is the allure? I mean, why isn't someone like me interested in those channels? Or why should I be?
Well, I think I've said this before. We all kind of came from the same place. I was new to the YouTube space, joined another YouTuber's channel, and they ended up getting into a beef with another channel. I got caught up into the beef, and there was a right and the wrong, and I thought I was on the side of the right, along with some of our other co-hosts. We all thought we were on the side of the right. But then all of a sudden, everybody went to the wrong side. And I'm sitting here going, wait a minute, why are you going to the wrong side of the whole thing? And I'm sitting here wondering, after all the attacks, all the doxing, and all the things that we all went through, while people would still go over there and not only participate in some of the continued doxing that they do and the hate speech that they do, but make excuses for why people are doing it. And let me just read this in case people are saying, Big Jake, I'm just going to say one thing. It sucks that you gave Megan multiple chances, even after all the stuff was said between you and Joe, but I'm booted, not given a second chance, but it is what it is. Hey, look, man. Look, Jake, I have struggled with that. And I'm not going to be honest with you. I feel as if you're right. You're 100% right, Jake. But the reason I took the stance with you is because all of the conversations we've had, personal conversations that we had, you and I, and how you were the one who started even saying about how, you know, we're a family here and we got to look after each other. But so I was conflicted. I was conflicted on, you know, booting a person who I thought was a little brother to me. And I even told you that I was hurt about, you know, your actions. But don't sit there and point the finger and the courtesy that I give someone else earlier on and think that has to apply with you, because the same courtesy that I may have extended someone, I didn't have the same level of intimacy when it comes to our heart to hearts and our talks that we've had, and how you have become more ingratiated into the Drinks and Discussions family with the other person really didn't. So I gave you more credit than I gave the other person. But I'm struggling, Jake. I'll be honest with you, because you don't transcribe. I don't have the answers to all, and sometimes it's a knee-jerk reaction. I get it, and sometimes when something happens to you, and even in families, you react and you go, you know what? Maybe I could have handled that better. And now I'm sitting here thinking I could have handled it better, Jake, and I'm sure you feel the exact same way. And again, I'm not trying to use this as an opportunity to put a whole lot of drama in the YouTube sphere, and do something that I keep telling everyone else that I don't like to see on other people, and that's create drama. But again, I'm asking everybody in the chats. I mean, what do you guys think? You guys know what should we do in a situation like this? And I know Jake is a big family. You guys are come to Drinks and Discussions not just to see Marcus and me, but you also come to see Big Jake as well. And I don't want to deprive you as our viewers and our, you know, people who support our channel from someone who, in all honesty, may have just made a mistake. And I'm sure he regrets having to go over there and have to deal with what he had to deal with. So you guys tell me what you think. And I don't like when somebody tells me that they're sorry and then all of a sudden they want to be flippant about their apology. Sorry. Like, oh yeah, listen, I'm not going to lose any sleep on it. I know I did you wrong, Brian, but you know what? If you can, you're not going to be just the internet. Dude, well then if that's the way you feel, then fine. I thank you just for fun. I appreciate that. I really do. But again, I wish you guys would tell, and I don't know what, Liz, why you're saying you're not. Maybe it's that threshold. You have to wait 10 minutes. Maybe after that 10 minutes threshold, Liz, you can join. Because I know Liz has things to say. Let's see what she says. Let's see. Where's Liz?
She's still trying to get in.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. I got you, Liz. I got you. I gotcha. You should be ready to go here in just a minute. Liz. Dang it. What is Liz's name? What's Liz's name on Discord?
Is it? I don't know. I don't remember.
Liz, what's your name in Discord again? Let's see. It just says Flaky Jake. I don't see the name. Her name. Oh, I got you. I found you. All right. Sorry, everyone. Just adding Liz to the server. Because I forgot I had. That is a channel that we took some permissions off. Paste. Liz, I don't know what Liz is doing over here. Marcus,
Yeah.
Ask the questions, carry on. I'm gonna try to see if I can get Liz on this thing. And it's taking me a few minutes to get over here, and let me just do this. Let me just do this right now. You know what? I'm just gonna do this right now.
Yes, Thumper. We had some really rough weather in the Metroplex this morning. I have yet to catch up on the news, but we had several tornado warnings early this morning. There was a tornado that I believe touched down just probably 5 or 6 miles from me. Over in Grapevine. And as a matter of fact, I'm in the middle of getting ready for work this morning, and I've just gotten out of the shower, so I'm butt naked, and all my power goes out. And then I look outside, and it's storming really hard, and the wind is blowing, and I can't see anything. And so I'm thinking, man, I had to scramble and find some clothes to put on just in case I had to, make a run for it. But that would not have been pretty.
and just so, just for fun, I thought Nick was going to join. I had talked to Nick. He is going to join. The cameraman, he just kind of comes and goes. I'm not sure where he's at. And then also Primus Pro, which is Trey. Hopefully he'll join. He was feeling a little under the weather, but he was one of our original hosts. He's going to be back, hopefully, as well. So, it's one of those things where we were on a little bit of a hiatus, I guess, because of all the holidays and the illnesses and all that kind of stuff. But you guys got to tell me something too. What you guys? How was everybody's Thanksgiving and how's everybody's holiday? Have you guys had has the crud been going around?
Yeah, those are all good. Good questions, because there's a lot of crud that's been going around, and and it hits households at different points and times, and sometimes it hits everybody at once, and sometimes it hits just a few people at once, and my daughter and her mom and her brother, they all had this crud probably about a month ago, and I apparently had dodged the bullet back then, but I hadn't talked to you, Brian, since your party. But I know we didn't have the podcast last week. But I got home from work last Tuesday night and started feeling a little run down, and so I took some vitamin C and whatnot, and actually went to bed a little bit early. But I woke up the next Wednesday morning and could not get out of bed. I was down for the count.
Mm-hmm.
And it was It was horrible. I had the chills, I had the shakes, I had the high fever, and I never run fever. And but my temperature was the highest it got was 101,
Really?
and that's not normal for me at all.
Wow.
But I was down and out for 2 straight days in bed. Could not get out of bed. It was horrible.
I think
I
the
took a
high.
COVID test and it wasn't COVID.
Yeah, I took a COVID test because of peace of mind, and I think the highest I had was 102. It was degree temperature.
Okay. Wow.
Then all of a sudden, when I started feeling better, it just felt like it was like lingering still in my chest, where I have like a lingering cough.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife had bronchitis, and then my son had a cold. Luckily, they didn't have like a flu, because I'm telling you right now, give me COVID, all flavors of COVID any day over a flu.
Man, I think I'm right there with you. I think I'm right there with you because COVID did not, knock me out at all. I was very functional with COVID, but I haven't felt like this in probably 10 plus years. Again, getting sick, taking ill is just not something that's normal for me. Running, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, my temperature usually if my temperature is 98 something, then that I'm a little off because normally my temperature is in the 97s.
Mm.
So I usually run pretty low.
That's because you keep your heat off all winter long, and you're like you're like one of these cold blooded snakes or reptiles going around here.
Yeah.
Thumper
I
88
did.
said Thumper 88 said it's from the one chip challenge catching up with us. Probably
Oh
right.
man.
You're probably
Yeah.
right. I ain't gonna lie. You're probably right.
Yeah. You know what? That's going to be our punchline. We're going to blame everything on the one chip. You know how people used to
Mm-hmm.
say, and I don't know. People used to blame things on Chuck Norris. I say they would say, "Oh, Chuck Norris would do that. Chuck
Mm-hmm.
Norris would do that."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we'll just say, "Oh, it was the one chip."
Oh wow. And remember when Barack Obama was president? They go, "Thanks, Barack. Thanks, Obama.
Yeah.
Thanks, Obama, for that."
Yeah.
Oh no, truth teller, your nephew was born with a cleft palate, so he's got to do a lot of surgeries to repair it. Man, that's uh, I'm glad that they do have surgeries for it and that they can repair that. But it still can't be easy. I mean, that's a tough one right there, Chief. How old is the nephew, by the way? As we're
Uh,
saying, and Liz is going to be joining. By the
yeah.
way, she just had to wait the 10 minute. Let me figure out who you are before I know you allow you into the stream type of thing. Um,
Gotcha. Oh, Liz, I don't think it was intestinal. Yeah, I didn't throw up or anything like that. Uh, so I
Got it
don't think it
either.
was intestinal.
But I have heard that there's something going around that's people were kind of there's a lot of vomiting involved. My nephews are all saying that they had this kind of a bug where they were vomiting.
Okay.
So
Wow.
that's crazy. And truth teller,
Yeah.
if the 10-month-old is in surgery, that's no bueno. I can't imagine. Even with my 4-year-old, if there was a surgery involved, that's a mess. If you're a parent, uncle, nephew,
Hmm.
grandparent, or whatever, that can't be easy, man. So I hope that surgery does go well as it can possibly be. Thoughts are all with you,
Yeah.
sir. And I'm sorry. I keep calling people sir, but even though I don't know if they're sir or ma'am, as a truth teller, I don't know if you're. I think you did tell me that you are a male, so I said thoughts and prayers are with you. So, sir, I hope that doesn't offend anyone. Um,
Yeah. I
I
don't know about you.
go ahead.
Oh. Oh no, no. I was just gonna say I don't know about you, but I did lose 8 pounds in a matter of 3-4 days.
You know what? That's it for me. I kind of was okay with that, and then all of a sudden I start seeing. We went to the Arboretum this past weekend, and then I saw pictures, and I
Mm.
was thinking, man, I think I've lost because I was working out and I was kind of getting to my groove, or I was kind of getting the mass on, and then
Yeah.
when you don't eat and you're not really sleeping well, and all you're doing is losing weight. I thought I looked like a toothpick, man. I was like, man, I'm down to literally, I'm down to like 190. And I woke up one morning and I think I was like 188 when I was sick, and I was like, wait a minute, that's no good.
Oh man.
I think I'm comfortable around 190, 195.
I usually rest around 198, 197. I got down to 190.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Liz says she. No,
You
don't want that, Liz.
No, you do not. You don't want that. Let me see if I can invite Liz to this. Copy here, and Liz, go here, and then tell me if you can get to this channel. Try that one, Liz, and tell me if you can get to connected to that. Primus Pro, if you're listening, I want you to come on here as well and see if you can get access to it, and let me know if you can have access. Nick Volt, if you're on, let me know if you can get to the channel as well. I will move everyone. If you're on Discord, and I'm just going to put it in the general channel, I just want to make sure everybody can get to it if they ever needed to get to it, and not just Liz having a problem. Because I know, Liz, you and I were on here together last time we had a channel. Listen, and Liz and I, we talked, dude, on our last live stream. Liz and I talked after the show was over for probably another 2 hours that night. And I think that was the night you were feeling kind of like under the weather. You weren't feeling that good that last one.
That's right. That's right. It was I had a little bit of strep throat that week, as it turned out, because I went to the doctor that next morning. That's what it was.
And by the way, I still don't know why this thing doesn't always keep up on the chat box on the screen. So you guys are gonna have to bear with me and just kind of pay attention to the chats on YouTube more so than it is on the stream. And I saw that Big Jake left, dude. Again, I hope you're no hard feelings about the decision, man. But I hope you know exactly where I was coming from. Truth Teller, I'm always seeing your post. I think Liz is seeing your post as well. I think Just for Fun was saying that she couldn't see you on there as well, but I'm not sure. But we can't see you, and it stopped at Liz talking about Marcus being butt naked on the live stream. That's the last one we saw on screen. Lucky for that. We gotta have that frozen in time about butt naked.
Man. So whoever tunes in at the right moment, they don't know what they're walking into.
Yeah, I can see it now. Everybody's gonna be like, "Those two dudes over there talking about butt naked dudes getting butt naked." They talk about that. Like, come on, dude. Yeah, I didn't see the funny thing. Truth Teller. The only thing I saw was about your nephew, and that was all I saw about anything else. So let me ask you guys a question about the holidays. And Marcus ignores me, by the way. Marcus and I have this love-hate relationship where I send him text messages and he doesn't reply to my text messages. Then I got to actually act like a little jilted girlfriend and go, "Hey, Marcus, why do you return my text message?" And then what I missed. Because let me tell you why before I even say that. Because I went to Trey and asked Trey the same thing, and Trey laughed at me. He goes, "Brian, we can't do that. We don't want to do that." And I was like, okay, Drinks and Discussions should be doing something with Toys for Tots. We should be doing something in the community because we have the Samaritan Inn, which is our women's shelter here in McKinney, downtown Eastside McKinney. That they also have. Am I muted? Can people not hear me?
I I can hear you, but
okay. Liz said something, and I thought it was saying something about me muted, but I don't know. Oh, Flaky Jake, I see you now. I see you. I see you. Let me see if I can move you now to the right spot. Let me move you. Liz, try to join the general backstage channel, and then I'll move you in there. Let me get back in here. Dang it. I can't believe I just did that. That was me. That's all me.
Oh.
That's me. I hit the wrong button. Because I was trying to get Liz. Okay, I got you, Liz. Now I got you.
Oh wait, there she is.
There she is. You're live, and where'd she go? You're alive, Liz.
Wait. I see her in the backstage. Oh, there she is. Wait.
Again.
Nope. Now she keeps. Maybe it's a little stage fright. She keeps putting her toe out there and then taking it back. We're so close. We're so close.
Yes, Liz, you're there. We hear you. We see you.
Yes, we see you. We can't.
Yeah, I don't know. True Teller, I'm not sure why it's letting you post only certain things. I don't know what's going on there, sir. Don't know. Maybe it's because Liz was having problems, that she was causing your problems and causing everyone else to have problems. And that was the problem.
So, let's see. So Liz, she can't hear anyone. Well,
Liz, that's
Liz,
on
you may have to check.
Yeah, your volume on your Discord, and if you've got headphones in, that's one of the things that you got to check as well.
Yeah, check to make sure that the your output device is linked to your headphones or whatever it is that you're using.
It's always fun to go through all the technical difficulties when we have a live show. Love it.
we do things on the fly.
But here's the deal. What do you guys say? What do you guys think? I think, look, I'm really ready because I know with the homeless shelter, the women's homeless shelter, there has to be women. Hey, Vic, join the Discord, man, if you can.
And Brian, I do remember that text. I did, and you're right. I did not respond to you. I do remember that text now. I don't know what I was doing, or I saw it and I was going to come back to it, and then I never did. My bad.
Well, see, now I feel vindicated in my feeling jilted. I feel vindicated.
Yeah. That's on me.
Liz, you got to change your settings in Discord to go down to the little wrench or the little spigot or the little thing that says settings, and then you've got to change your settings to where your output is your headphones and your input is your microphone, and you should fix all those things. Well, Vic, I'm so glad that you stopped to say hello. Enjoy making dinner.
Hey, Vic.
Hope you're making something scrumptious for dinner tonight. Good to see you as always. So he beat the system by putting the period. You put the period in there, and they didn't believe that you were a porn spammer like Ham Banana. Ham Banana got accused of being a porn spammer. I was laughing about that one too. That's hilarious. Anyway, but so my thing is, guys, is there a charity that you guys love and would like to see us?
Wait,
that's Liz. That's Liz. We're here. Your background, Liz.
Okay, can you hear me now?
We got you loud and clear.
Wow. Gee, that only took 45 minutes.
I'm glad I could provide efficient technical advice. That's, glad I could be here for that. Call the Drinks and Discussion help desk.
This
Right.
application sucks, guys.
Well, it's not. It's supposed to be robust. It is not supposed to be in user friendly if you're not technical. This is one of these platforms that are for gamers and people who are really serious about their online, streaming platforms. You stream to multiple platforms and all that kind of stuff. StreamYard is easy. People can just click on a link and it's like a web or URL based type of application. This is more of like a server and you can control a lot of different things. So I give it to you. It's a little bit more robust than what a lot of people are used to. Sorry.
Yeah, well, what's with the 10-minute thing? I don't get it.
Well, I put the 10-minute thing because when people want to join, if I don't know and recognize who they are, I don't want them just joining in to some of the channels.
Ah, so you put that torture on me deliberately.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I put it on anybody who tries to join the channel because I wanted to at least give 10 minutes for me to try to check them out and find out exactly if they are who they say they are. Because Ham Banana will come in there and say he's not Ham Banana, he's Finger Banana or Nose Banana or something like that. And I'm just going to like, come on, how am I supposed to know what banana you really are if you're not the real Ham Banana?
Yeah, yeah. He said he was me at one point tonight, and I'm like, dude.
I get it. People give him a hard time, but I'll be honest with you, I think the guy's kind of a comedic genius. The way he does, some of the things he does. It's not I would never do that personally. Invite the kind of ridicule he invites to himself, but he seems to be successful. And again, I want everybody to be successful with whatever they want to do out here on the YouTube universe.
Okay, well, I'm coming in totally cold on the Big Jake thing, and if you don't want to catch me up, that's fine. I get it, but I can't provide an opinion on that one because I don't have a clue what happened.
No, it was no big deal. I mean, because you've gone to the other channel and you will talk to some of the people. Everybody has friends that go to other channels, and I've always said this, and I will always stand by it. Everybody is grown. They can go to whatever channel they would like to go on. They can chat and they can do whatever they want to do. But if you're a host on a channel, that, in my opinion, is nothing more than a channel that has hate, misogyny, homophobic, and then accuse me of being a racist, doxed me and my wife, put pictures of my wife on their channel, and you want to go over there and be on their panel, you can't be on the panel over here. But you can go over there, chat with whoever you want to chat with. But
okay,
I couldn't appreciate someone who knows my feelings and then, having known those feelings, deliberately go over there, knowing how I felt about it, and thought it was okay, not just to say hello, but to participate in the nonsense that was going on over there for hours. It was just, and then, I hate to say it, other channels are starting to make fun of him for being over there. And imagine if you come, and if I sit there and try to tell people, listen, I don't want to be a part of either one of those channels, but now a host of mine is being the butt of people's jokes, not only on one channel, but on another channel who makes fun of that channel. And then how do you think that that's not going to come back over here on us? When that's not even our lane. And again,
no, it's not.
I want the beer professor to be successful. I want the other channel to be successful. I just want them to do it without me being involved, without us being talked about, or us being a host being a part of the nonsense, the drama. And everybody over there is crying all the time. They're yelling at each other all the time. Ham Banana is making fun of them all the time. And I'm just like, what grown individuals, outside of the comedic effect, what grown individuals, smart, articulate, educated individuals would go over there and think that that has anything to do what's brightening their day or enlightening their day, or makes it seem as if that's how responsible adults behave. But again, I digress.
Oh,
That's all we talked about.
We talked about that, right? You and I,
Yes,
and
yes, we
I
did.
think I equated the drama to a car wreck that you
Yes.
couldn't look away from. And I think the drama is what attracts a lot of people.
Oh, absolutely.
And that was one of my questions, Liz. It's like, what is the allure, to these channels? Because I'd rather be watching them.
Marcus, I think it's a drama. I do. It's wow. Watching the women go at each other over there sometimes.
Well, now hold on. If we're talking baby oil involved, then maybe I need to sign up and watch this.
No, afraid not. It's more like cat fighting, and
definitely.
it gets really bad. At least one or two times that I have managed to see it, because I don't go over there a lot. But I will tell you that when I have been there, I've been treated with nothing but respect. And people are really, most of them, if not all of them, have been really nice. Not all of them engage with me in the chat, but some of them do. And I never do anything past chat, but
right.
I still think that channel's redeemable. And I don't know, Brian and I talked about it. I would like to sow some peace over there if I could. I don't know if I can, but that's what takes me over there.
And that's what I kind of equate to a lot of people who, like yourself, go over there because you want to be that redeeming quality and say, hey, let me try to, right this ship before you see it, wrecking itself. But when you continually to see, and I'm not the type of individual that overlooks, someone, yelling at a female to the point that they are, yelling at each other because this person didn't like what they said on another channel, or degrading another female because of whatever problems they've had with addiction. But then on the same side, telling everybody we don't let men talk to women like that. And then the lies that he said about me and the things that he doxed me and my wife, there's just no redeeming quality for me personally. There's no redeeming qualities for people like that. Even though I've tried myself, I've gone over there and I've been called a racist for trying to go over there because I thought I had hosts that wanted me to go over there and extend an olive branch. But because my personal feelings have nothing to do with what I think that I hope everybody is successful over there. I want that channel to be successful, and I've said this 1,000 times. I want every channel that wants to be on YouTube to be successful because there's a plenty of space and a lot of flavors. Not everybody likes Drinks and Discussions. Not everybody likes to see Marcus and Brian out here. Nobody cares. I'm not always right on the things that we talk about. Don't claim to be. But I hope everybody thinks that and hopes that we are successful with some of the things that we're doing.
Yep, I get it.
Marcus yelling.
I might
Jello.
I might pay for the Jello too, truth teller.
Oh. But let's get back to what we were talking about here, and again, no hard feelings. If someone wants to sit there and say that we were all about the hate over there for the other channel, that wouldn't be the first time that channel has tried to lie about things that were said over here. But again, I will say this loud and clear. Every channel I want to be successful on YouTube, no matter if I agree with you or not. I don't have to participate in the nonsense that I feel is nonsense. But if you choose to do that, if you choose to chat over there, I'm never going to turn you away. I just don't want someone who actively participates on the live streams and condones some of the things that they come over here and they say over here on this channel. Outside of that, let's keep it moving. Let's all be cordial. Let's all support one another, because that's what I'm about, is to support and lift each other up and not trying to tear anybody down. That was my last and final word. Hopefully, I will have to say about that stupid nonsense. Please, folks. Please.
Agreed.
So we were talking about the gift, the spirit of giving. And I know I started saying this on Thanksgiving, but I am heartfelt pissed off at Marcus for not returning my text message. But I need you guys to help me figure out what we're trying to do with Drinks and Discussions that will help us give back to our charity. If it's Toys for Tots, if it's the Samaritan Inn here in McKinney that goes to the women's homeless shelter. And I know people who are women who are homeless have children that are not necessarily their fault. But we should be giving back. And I want to do something to our community. And it doesn't have to be a live stream, but I want to get people involved from Drinks and Discussions, because it is, to me, the greatest time of year where the gift of giving should definitely take over all of our hearts. What do you say, you guys?
Hmm.
I don't have any ideas.
Has anybody participated in in Toys for Tots or anything like that during this holiday?
Yeah, Boeing, when I was still working, Boeing has several programs. One of them was Adopt a Family. Another was Adopt a Senior. There were various opportunities. You could give money. You could give actual items. You could get a group together and adopt a family. And it would actually include the presents and for their Christmas and their Christmas dinner. And I have participated in those off and on over the years. But now that I'm retired, I don't know how to access that.
What about the giving tree or the angel tree? Is that still something that people do, where they go to the mall and everybody picks something that's an angel from the tree, and they give either a dollar amount or donate a gift that angel was requesting?
Yeah, I haven't been in a mall since COVID started, so I don't even know if they're still out there. Toys for Tots is a big one.
Yes.
For me, it's all about any charity. It's all about how large a percentage goes to the actual recipients. And if it's less than 80 or 90%, I don't want to, use them.
Yeah, I told you guys all about the people who are still to this day. Saturday, when I got sick, they were still the two people still collecting for St. Jude was still at the same golf course. Still.
Oh wow. St. Jude's a good charity, yeah.
But they said that they only give 20% of what they collect to the charity. The 80% goes to administration and other fees.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So I'm with you. I think it's a little bit kind of a weird thing. I want to make sure, and that's one of the reasons why, if I said, listen, this is a local shelter, homeless shelter. And if we went there and said, hey, we want a list of the women and children who need help with bringing joy this Christmas season to these families. And instead of not necessarily giving, a financial donation, we collect and say, hey, this is what sign out. This is what they want on their Christmas list. We go out and get them, and we wrap them, and we put their names on them so they have something to open on the holiday, on Christmas Day. I like
that. Would be cool. Yeah, it would be cool. But the thing is if you're going to do something local to you guys, the two of you down there, then all of us out of state, the best we could do is send money, and you'd have to do all the work, right?
Well, and that's fine. I mean, I wasn't listen. I wasn't even thinking to even ask for like donations or anything like that. I was just saying me and Marcus was going to like chip in, and I already told Marcus like I'll put $500 into a pot and just say, you know, what if we can do for that? And if $500 can get these, you know, some needy people, you know, these kids, you know, a smile on their face on Christmas morning, then it's $500 worth well spent. And we'll
that's
talk
really
about it,
generous.
and we'll talk about it. We'll go in, you know, I don't want to put them on, you know, on a live stream saying, "Hey, look what we did," but we'll go in there, and then if the administration office wants to come in here and say thank you on a live stream and talk about their cause to help bring some light to their charity and their situation, more power to them. But this is all about because I always feel, and I have this thing about me, and I was having this conversation with my wife. If I see somebody like a teenager walking, and it looks like they, you know, don't have a car, but they're walking from a job or they're walking home from school or something like that, I sometimes just in my heart just feel like, dang, I wish I could just pull over and offer them a ride. But then I sit there and tell myself, it was because I did these things, even when because my parents were Jehovah's Witnesses and I didn't agree. I mean, I didn't want to be a Jehovah's Witness anymore. And my parents just said, look, if you don't want to be a Jehovah's Witness, you can't live here. I had to do a lot on my own without any help from my own parents. And it made me the person I am. And I'm not saying because you see someone struggling that they automatically are destitute or they're not building character. I still say it's just one of those things where it just tugs at my heartstrings when I see people who, I'm not saying that they are, you know, everybody has a story, and not saying that just because someone's homeless means that they're drug addicted or they've got some mental problems. They could have came from an abusive relationship and they grabbed these kids out of this relationship and tried to make it, and they don't have a job and they're just trying to make it better for themselves. Oh, Thumper said he'll put in 300. Dang, geez, dude.
Yeah, that's generous.
That would be awesome. That would be generous, man.
That's great, Thump.
And Thumper's a local guy here too. He lives a little further south than Marcus and I, but he's a Texas guy. But I want to keep, and Liz, you know, I've been putting a lot of the feel good stories and laughs and stuff like that. I don't want to. And I didn't want to keep I don't want to talk about politics and all the knucklehead stuff that we continue to see. I just want to continue until the end of the year. In January, we'll do the New Year's thing and we'll start being, you know, a little bit more back on par on some of the topics that we bring to the table. But for right now, I just want to just think about giving and supporting one another without all the other nonsense and all the other BS that we can, you know, you can watch those car wrecks and those train wrecks and those other things in 2023. But for right now, let's see what we can do for one another. See how we can build each other up.
That sounds good to me.
So yeah, if you guys are open, and I know everybody's not from our local area, but if you guys want to give to something local, or if you say, you know what, we're going to give something local in your own local area, and you say, hey, this is part of the Drinks and Discussions movement. We're giving to our communities. Give to your local community and just do it in the Drinks and Discussions name if you don't mind, or in your own name, doesn't matter. But just tell us that you did it. And that way we can know that, you know, we're making a difference in our communities, no matter where you live. And Trey, if I know you're looking and listening, you can't give sandwiches, man. You can't give sandwiches to the charity, man. Just because you like snacks, you can't give little Debbies and Twinkies to little charities and call it a day. You can't do that.
Okay, I gotta.
Hold on, real quick. Ham Banana, I will promise you, dude, I will help you with your computer. But you can't expect me to help you on your computer while I'm doing a live stream. Even you are not that dense. You really just can't be sitting there asking me for technical support doing a live stream. That's just way bananas, even for you. No pun, no pun intended. I think there was a pun.
How is Ham Banana online in the stream if his computer is broken?
When he does his live streams and he's trying to replay a video, it's a lot of lagging, and he has a lot of stuff in the background that's actually eating up resources. And I had a chat with him on the live. I think that was after you and I had talked one night. That last time we talked, Liz, I went over his channel and I was talking to him in his chat, and he was having so many different resources and stuff that was eating up things on his PC, where it was just the latency was really, really bad, and he wasn't able to stream the way he wanted to. So
okay,
I was giving him some advice
so
on what he needs to do.
It's not broken. It's just got issues, is what it sounds like, right? I mean, he can still use it.
Oh yeah, he can definitely still use it. Absolutely.
I got you.
You know what? Truth teller, it's not even about, you having to give, but if you wanted to just say, you're supporting what we're trying to do, look, Ham Banana, you're not on Discord, dude. I can't invite you if you're not on Discord. If I don't know your Discord handle, then what do you think we are? Some Mickey Mouse stream where we use StreamYard for streaming purposes? We high end, man. This is the Rolls Royce of streams. We don't use StreamYard.
Yeah, and it only takes 45 minutes to get through.
That's right. We got checks and balances, man. We got checks and balances. CPU with more cores, man. Stop that. You don't know what you're saying when you say that. Stop trying to talk TikTok. CPU with more cores. Stop it. Your processor is probably good enough. You probably need to increase your memory, because memory is how many applications that you can actually have running at one time and utilizing less resources. But again, you can go to the Drinks and Discussions Tech Talk channel, and they will be more than happy to address anything. But you got to pay to get Tech Talk on Drinks and Discussions Tech Talk. I'm here all day, folks. I'm here all day.
Cores. I don't know what that means. Cores. More cores? What is he talking about? Hard drives?
No. We'll save that for the tech talk. We're not talking about tech stuff. He doesn't even know what he's talking about when he's talking about a CPU with more cores.
Okay.
Anyway, I want to tell you this also. We went to the Dallas Arboretum, and my son, who is 4, had the best time. And they had the Santa Village, and this is what really started to get me in more and more involved into this whole thing, is because we went to the Santa's Village. My son went to a hotel before we came out, before the hiatus we were on. My wife's birthday, and we went to a hotel. We went to this ice thing, and we went to this other Santa's Village. He didn't want to see Santa at all. He was like, "Nope, I don't want to see Santa." But we went to this Santa Village. He was like, oh, "Is that Santa in there?" He was gung-ho on sitting over there telling Santa what he wanted for Christmas. It was great. And when I saw this kid who, and I think that's just what they say, and I'm just eating it all up. When you have the twinkle of a young person's eye, it could be your daughter, Marcus, or whoever, your grandkids or your nephews, you see that joy of a holiday, that just sucks me in. I'm all in for the holidays now. And that's why I'm thinking about giving more and more and more.
I hope you got a picture of that, of him on Santa's lap.
I did. I definitely got it. I will share that. If you guys want to see it, I will definitely share that.
Well, part of the reason I say that is that my son, I have one picture of him on Santa Claus's lap when he was 9 months old. Every year after that, he refused. So get a picture every chance you get.
Oh, wow. My daughter is 12, and she still believes in Santa, and we'll be taking our picture next week.
Good. Good. More power to you. I couldn't even get Jake to my son. I couldn't even get him to trick or treat past the age of 7. He said it embarrassed him. He felt
Oh,
like
wow.
he was begging.
Mm.
And I
Huh.
looked at him and I said, dude, are you 7 or 35?
You know, so Marcus, your daughter's 12. She still believes in Santa.
Yeah.
When do you think you don't believe in Santa again?
It could happen. I mean, I thought it would have happened this year. So it could happen any year now at this point. And perhaps she already has some of those doubts, but she hasn't completely let herself buy
Marcus,
in to what. Yep.
does she have older siblings? Because that'll do it. I didn't get to believe in Santa past 5 because my older brother ridiculed me for it and told me there was no Santa.
So she does have older siblings. Her mom and I both had sons that were the same age. So my son is 26. Her son is 25. So she's got older siblings, but there's no older siblings, close in age in the house. But the thing that worries me, or that might ruin it for her, are her friends at school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that can happen too. So,
yeah,
more power to her if she can keep on believing for as long as she wants to,
right.
and nobody ruins that for her.
Yeah.
All right, I hope nobody minds. I hope you guys can see it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I got a lag. I'm not seeing the most recent screen.
Well, you're looking at it through the YouTube, not the um Discord.
Okay.
Oh.
You're right.
So I wasn't really happy
Very
with
nice.
the Santa. The Santa was a little like he had COVID and hadn't gotten his weight back up.
Look how cute.
But baby boy was okay with that, and as long as he was okay with it, I stood in line for about 20-30 minutes to take that picture, so it was good for me.
Yeah. Keep taking those pictures.
Pretty skinny Santa there. He needs some padding.
Yes, he does.
But it's still a great picture.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I kind of get a little, antsy. Not antsy is the word. I get a little nervous when I put photos like that because, again, what we talked about earlier, people get there, and if you put your son out there, and people who have bad intentions and just bad individuals will take that picture and use it to be as absolutely hateful as they possibly can be. But at the end of the day, if people go to channels and they use a child in order to be mean and hateful, you deserve to be over there. So I'm taking a chance, and I hope you guys allow me to be vulnerable for a moment with my son, because I do like to share some of the things that he does, and he has his own channel, Caden's Corner. If you don't know it, you get to know it.
Caden's Corner, I love it. That's too cool.
So anyway, it's been great. I don't really have a whole lot of topics that I wanted to talk about. And I'm hoping that Jake doesn't have any hard feelings. I know that it's going to take some time for us to kind of, understand. And if if he feels that he's not going to be able to, if he's going to be able to withstand the temptation to go over to other channels that want to spew hate about me, then we'll see if we can have Jake part of back of the fold. Because because we all will miss him if he doesn't come back, and I hope that we can kind of squash all this and move forward and not repeat some of the things that have transpired to cause this unfortunate situation between all of us.
Bless his heart. I don't know if you know this or not, but he took a lot of heat from some other channels on doing that. Dave did a whole video on him and bashing him.
That's kind of what I was saying. The reason that I prefer people who are over here not to go over there is to save them from those types of things. You don't want to put yourself out there to be exposed and be the butt of other people's channels. If you can help it, try not to do it. Don't rush out there to be the butt of somebody else's channel, because that's all they want to do is just make fun of people and other channels. And if there's a beef with this channel and that channel, and you're a part of that channel, why wouldn't you think that you're going to be a part of whatever they've got going between them two?
Yeah. It's why I was hesitant even to come up on this panel, is because it's not because I did not feel safe here with you guys. It's others watching that could go after you.
Right.
So, and I'm not bulletproof in my feelings. It would hurt my feelings.
Absolutely.
Like anybody else. Truth Teller says he has something Christmassy for a topic.
Sure, knock it out. Truth Teller, tell us what you got.
Yeah.
And by the way, in case I haven't said this, Truth Teller, I really, really respect Truth Teller, and I really, really
me too.
appreciate Truth Teller for being a true follower of this channel. He will watch videos, he'll comment on the videos, he will let me know if he hasn't heard or saw something. He'll tell me about things that are going on. He really, really genuinely believes that what we're trying to do over here is worthwhile. And he is one of the reasons why we continue to do this, because we really want to make a difference and there are people like Truth Teller that want to see the product that we are producing in this channel.
Yep. He wants to know if everyone has a Christmas Carol or video that you have to hear or see every year. And I can kick that off by saying there's two movies I have to see. I have to see Christmas Story and It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
I love both of those.
So, I don't think it... okay, I'm going to scratch that. I think my wife and I have a slate of... It's not about the Christmas... what did he say? Christmas Carol? We don't care about the Christmas carols because we'll tell Alexa to play Christmas music throughout the house all the time, and there's all certain things that just makes you feel good. But when it comes to movies, we have to watch the Tim Allen original Santa Claus.
Oh yeah,
the Santa Claus.
That's a good one.
We've got to watch Elf. We always have to watch the Elf movie.
Yeah, I've never watched that.
Oh,
that's a good one.
That's a really good one.
Never watched Elf.
And then I think we have to put Arthur Christmas in there, and then The Grinch. My son's into The Grinch as well. So those are the four.
Of course, who doesn't think they should have to watch The Grinch?
Yeah, but which one? The live one, the original? The original cartoon one came out when I was just a kid.
I think my son he likes both. He'll like either or both.
Okay. You do know that the live version that Jim Carrey almost walked off the movie after one day of shooting because the costume was so hard on him to have to wear, the makeup and the costume.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Okay, Truth Teller.
What about Christmas Vacation?
Oh my
I haven't
gosh,
watched that in 20 years.
dude! Let me tell you something.
What about Christmas Vacation? Have you guys read about what a mean guy Chevy Chase is to everyone? That guy, I guess, is just nasty to
And a
people.
racist.
Yeah, I mean, he's really mean. And he's a good actor. You wouldn't think to watch him.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't know that. I hadn't heard.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's been all kinds of stuff about it. He's just even all the other actors. Nobody wants to work with him.
Yeah,
He's just
he's
bad.
done. He's done for the rest of his career. I mean, I know he's an older person, but let me tell you. So here's my story. And Truth Teller was saying that Christmas isn't Christmas unless you heard "Little Drummer Boy" by Bing Crosby and David Bowie.
I don't. David Bowie sang "Little Drummer Boy." Seriously, never heard it.
I think I would have to have a refresher as well.
Yeah,
So
Bing
Marcus,
Crosby's version.
asked about Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
And listen, my wife she's got a little nostalgia, and she's like, I had to watch, and we're not going there, but I had to watch. What about the three sisters, the witches? What was the name?
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
So I had to watch the original and then watch the new one. And sometimes
Oh, how was it?
Well, listen, I watch it because my wife enjoyed it, and it was nostalgia to her growing up in her little time when that movie came out.
Yeah.
But if you didn't see something, and I tell people all the time, I always tell people, go watch The Sandlot or go watch Goonies. But if you didn't watch Goonies at the time it came out, the nostalgia is lost. Watching it in 2022 is probably not going to create a nostalgia feeling for you if you didn't see it in the time period in which it was made. I
disagree.
But I tried to watch The Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase, and I'll be honest with you, I found it stupid. I found it stupid. I found it moronic. I felt it kind of like, what in the hell are we watching? And how could someone be so freaking stupid? But that's just me.
Oh yeah,
that's just me.
But that's the way those movies are.
Yeah, it's National Lampoon, dude.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be sophomoric in its humor.
Yeah,
that's how they roll. You know, the original Vacation was the best movie that they did.
That was a classic. That was a classic. Yeah.
And, and I think that one still holds up today.
Well, so let me qualify why I'm saying.
Beverly
let me qualify.
D'Angelo still holds up.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. I get what you're saying on that one though, Marcus. I get what you're saying. But let me qualify why I'm saying what I'm saying is because I have a best friend who's never seen an episode of Seinfeld. And I watch Seinfeld religiously, even to this day. If I can't sleep, I'll turn a couple of Seinfeld episodes, laugh, get my mind off of whatever it is I'm thinking about, and then I'm ready to go to sleep. He will watch. He will try to watch something because his wife watches it occasionally, and he'll go, "Brian, it's just so stupid. Why would I ever laugh at that?" And then I watch some of the other episodes of Seinfeld, and I'm like, he's kind of got a point. But I watched it anyway because when I was in the 90s, late 90s, early 90s, this was my show. I thought I was a yuppie, self-made IT guy. And so the only thing that I wanted to watch to feel like as if I was, part of the culture in which I was cultivating for myself was Seinfeld. Don't ask me why. I wasn't trying to be Carlton. I wasn't trying to be part of a group that I wasn't, but it was just, to me, Seinfeld is just one of those shows that it just feels comfort. It's a comfort show to me.
It's a good show. It's unique. You do a show about quote unquote nothing. The one that I remember the most is the one where don't they get lost in a parking garage at a mall or something?
Yes.
Yeah. Who else would do a show with that as the entire subject of You know, it's I just think it's a really unique premise that they pulled off and no one else has done.
Marcus and I could probably put a sitcom together about not only some of the shows that we put on at Uncorked, but some of the other shows that we put on different places and venues where people were walking by, especially at the hotel that we're in, sitting out there, we're struggling trying to get the stuff together. People are coming up to us and talking to us, drinking and hanging out and wanting to be a part of the show. And literally, I was up at Uncorked the other day. I don't know if you guys saw this video. It was a short on my video. I'm sitting there with my best friend on the day of my birthday because my wife was not feeling too well, so I went out and had a drink. There was an opera singer sitting at Uncorked, and all the people we were closed the place down, and the Danny, you know Danny, Marcus, our bartender, he was like telling this other lady that was sitting at the bar that it was my birthday, and she goes, "Oh, it's your birthday?" And she was an opera singer, a local Dallas opera singer. And she goes,
Wow.
do you want me to sing happy birthday to you? I was like, okay. And literally gave me goosebumps when she sang it.
Wow. Wow.
So, yeah. If you haven't seen that short on Drinks and Discussions, look at that short. Thumper always says everyone loves Raymond. I love Everyone Loves Raymond shows as well. Flat out, I missed it when it first came out. I have watched some replays of it, some reruns, and I have to admit I missed when that was out. But that whole show was hilarious.
Well, for me, it's a Big Bang because Big Bang Theory. I never watched it when it was on TV. I streamed it all. And I thought it looked stupid, but once I watched it, after spending 45 years in engineering, it hit a chord for me. So I liked it.
But you know,
What about
that. Go ahead.
Oh no. No, you're good. Go ahead, Brian.
No, go ahead. Seriously.
Well, no, I was just going to ask. What about Cheers? Did you guys like Cheers? And the reason why I'm bringing that up is Kirstie Alley passed away.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, it's really sad. Colon cancer, I think I saw.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I used to like watching Cheers.
But man, she got crazy cuckoo toward the end.
Well, she was a Scientologist, Brian.
Was that what she was a Scientologist? Okay.
Yeah, she'd been a Scientologist for decades.
Okay, that explains that.
Pretty dedicated one, like Tom Cruise, and John Travolta. So yeah,
it's so weird that out of all the Scientologists, that I still don't have a problem with Tom Cruise. I still watch his movies, even though I know he's a Scientologist. He just doesn't. I don't ever think I hear him talking about it anymore. But back to I'm seeing Veen talk about colon cancer. I would be remiss not to mention my wife is a colon cancer survivor. So
oh, bless her heart.
Yeah, so it's that was one of those things where I didn't know that she had passed away at colon cancer, but when you mentioned it, I would be remiss not to let my wife know that I always remember her her cancerversary, being clean and all that kind of stuff. So
Oh, wow.
she and it's always, especially now that we have a 4-year-old, she's always like, we got to make sure he's checked at this point in time and all these other things. And her mom passed away of cancer, so it's one of those things that's always in the back of my wife's mind, more than she probably will lead me to believe. But that's why I cherish and hold my wife to a different level that most people would really understand.
Oh, no, I get it. I have a good friend who was a 30-year liver cancer survivor. It finally came back and took him a little over a year ago. But for 30 years, he beat it, which most people never get that much time off of liver cancer. So I understand.
Veen, are you saying that you are also a cancer survivor? Is that what you're saying? I saw you say something. I'm sorry. I saw you said "so am I." I'm just not sure what you said "so am I" was about. So I don't know if you were a cancer survivor. That's what you were saying. And cheers to you if you are a survivor of cancer or any ailment. Big ups to you. We are here to support you guys. And I know some other people that are part of other channels that are going through some heart related issues and all that kind of stuff. I want to send a heartfelt. We hope you are in better health soon, and any type of treatment that you're involved in, that it goes smoothly. And if you ever want to have a place where you can come and talk about your ailment or your plight in which you are trying to go through as you try to heal, feel free to come to Drinks and Discussions, because you are always welcomed here.
For sure.
Yeah, Veen. Shout out to you, man. I'm glad you are a survivor. And I hope that you've got a clean bill of health, or if you're going through still treatment, that everything works out. And, you've got a support channel here anytime you need it. Man, that just almost makes me want to do more and more for people. I really just, I wish that I was a millionaire. I wish I was a millionaire, so that I could just spend all my time just giving back to people. And so, if you guys want to donate to my millionaire fund, so all I could
GoFundMe.
Yeah, so all I could do is be a philanthropist. Just let me know. I'll give you my GoFundMe page or my PayPal. Donate to Brian's plight to become a millionaire, and just give back to people. Oh my gosh,
I love it.
I'm glad. I'm glad to see everyone. I don't want to keep it going on for another year, a couple minutes or so, because I'm really not 100%, and I'm kind of tanking still. I don't have my legs under me just yet, and then drinking has not really helped me, stay up. I'm actually getting really kind of tanking a little bit. So let's get into, if you guys would allow, unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about. I mean, I'm more than happy to talk about it. But if not, I was going to say, let's get into some dad jokes with Marcus, and leave on a high note.
I want to know what all the 50 million hats behind you are for.
Oh my gosh, these are all my Tiger Woods golf hats, and I put them in there because, let me tell you why I did this, and I don't like it. So my wife had them in a basket in our master closet, and every time I'd go out there, and they would be smushed because there was something that was on top of them, and they just kept losing their form. And I don't know about you, but hats can cost upwards of $30 for one hat.
Yeah.
And so I was tired of them losing their form. So I decided that I was going to do something with it in here. But then when I started putting them up here and seeing them like I'm watching them, like you're watching them, Liz, I was like, dude, I feel like I'm like in some teenager's room. And I'm like, I just want to take them off. And I've got this closet in my office that has this shelf on top of it, and I'm thinking I just want to put. I said, why don't I just put them on the top shelf, and I can arrange them so they're all flat, instead of having them on this wall. And I just haven't done it. But thank you for bringing out me living out my adolescent years throughout in my office, Liz. I appreciate that very much.
Well, you can go on Amazon and do a search for baseball cap holders, and there are all kinds of things out there that you can buy that will allow you to store them in such a way as they keep their shape.
Yes, I do. Yes. There's like this little lid thing. They're plastic holders. You just put them in there and close the lid. It keeps the shape and all that kind of stuff.
I'm thinking more of something that I saw that you hang it off of a door, and it it's hard to describe. It has them one after another in a line going downwards, and it's designed specifically for just baseball caps, and it's storage. So that's what I've seen, and it might be something you might want to look into.
I might want to do so because I do love to have my golf hats. I do like to have them.
Do you have to wear a hat when you golf? Is that part of the ugly golf clothes uniform? Because, golf clothes are kind of weird looking. You got to admit.
They can
right?
be. They can be. I style it. I style it out when I go out there. I make it look good. I make golf look good. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. So do you wear those knee pants?
No. That's old school.
Oh, the knickerbockers.
The knickers.
Yeah.
The Payne Stewart. That's the Payne Stewart look. And I do know there are people who play in tournaments. There's this one guy that plays in my neighbor's tournament, and you see him wearing that outfit. Different variations of it, but he wears that all the time.
Okay.
See, I think if I was golfing, I would wear that outfit.
Well, it's kind of funky looking, right? I mean,
Yeah.
People look at it and go, "Whoa!" Yeah, I'm just saying.
But I do. You don't have to wear a hat. Number one, you don't have to wear a hat. But I like to wear a hat, especially when, of course, when it's cold. But I also put my ball marker up on my hat. So when I'm getting ready to putt and you're going to clean your ball or move your ball out of someone else's way, instead of reaching into my pocket all the time, and a lot of people do this, you put your ball marker here, and you can take it off and you can put it there, and then it magnetizes right here. So you can always have your ball marker there whenever you need it.
Okay. I did not know that. I don't golf.
I'm here to explain all golf things to you, Liz. It's anytime you want to hear about it, I can talk to you ad nauseum about golf.
Hey, there's some great movies about golf out there. What's the one that
Tin Cup
Will Smith was in? Tin Cup.
Bagger Vance.
Bagger Vance, man, that one was really good. I
Really
thought that was a great movie. But I like Tin Cup too. But
Shia LaBeouf actually did a good movie too called The Greatest Game Ever Played. That's a really good movie.
Yes.
About Bobby Jones.
Oh, I think I've seen that a long time ago.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some good ones. The history of golf is pretty interesting. I mean, it's an old game. And I think it originated in Scotland.
It did.
But I'm not 100% sure about that. Yeah.
No, that is correct. It was a Scottish game. Game of gentlemen.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore.
Way back.
Truth Teller said Happy Gilmore. One of the greatest golf game movies of all time.
So that was on last night.
Was it?
It was.
It's one of the few Adam Sandler movies that I actually liked.
Oh my god!
Well, I like Adam Sandler, I do, but I don't like all of his movies. I'm sorry.
Have you ever? Okay, so here's one. Let me just ask you this question: have you ever seen the movie The Wedding Singer?
Oh, I love it. It's so that one just tugs at your heartstrings. It's very romantic. It's very sweet.
If you watch that movie, if you know that movie, and at the very end, the airplane scene at the very end.
Yeah.
The song he sings?
Yep. It makes you want to cry.
I sang that song when I proposed to my wife.
Oh, sweet. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. There are still men out there that are actually romantic. I can't believe it. I never find any. But you guys are still out there.
Well, I'm sorry, Liz. If you want to just acknowledge to everyone on Drinks and Discussions that you may have just missed the boat, my wife will be more than happy to.
I missed the boat so many times I lost count. Bro. I quit counting the boats.
No more boats.
Too old for the boats.
Just kidding. Hey, Thumper88, if I was not still feeling a little under the weather, you would get a few bars of that song right now. But call me on it on another episode. I will sing it. Actually,
I want to
screw
grow
it.
old with you.
Absolutely.
Wait.
You know what? You know what? Screw it. I want to make you smile whenever you're sad. Carry you around when your arthritis is bad. All I want to do is grow old with you. I'll get you medicine when your tummy aches. Build you a fire when the furnace breaks. There you go. How about that?
I love it.
Nice.
I do.
Thumper88 put me on the spot, and I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it anyway. No voice,
No,
no nothing.
it's a great song.
It is. And she had no idea. So when she surprised me on my birthday, I surprised her for our engagement party because I told her that we were going to go to like a company function and people were going to be there, and she was just like, okay, I'm going, but I don't really want to go there. And this was her mom was still alive and all this kind of stuff. Next thing you know, we're at our restaurant. Next thing you know, she sees her mom show up. Then she sees her nieces and nephews show up. Her brother shows up, and she's like, what is going on? And I literally had I had a guitar player playing the guitar. It was all acoustic, and he played the song. And I mean, it's on video. I'll listen. Again, I don't like to be made fun of or doxxed or anything like that, but it is on YouTube, the entire thing. So one day when we're before the end of the year, I will play the engagement song or episode of my wife and I's engagement before the end of the year, just because I think it's a warm and fuzzy thing, and not that I'm like bragging about it. I think it was just like a feel good moment.
Yeah, and you're fortunate that you got it, because some of us never got anything like that.
Yeah.
We got things like, well, hey, you want to get married? You know, yeah.
Thanks everybody
for
and thanks everybody. I see Veen and Thumper and Truth Teller saying that was awesome. I appreciate you guys. I don't mind making a fool out of myself from time to time.
Takes some guts. I couldn't do it.
So,
but then again, I don't have anything.
You're gonna have to sing something before the end of the year too. You're gonna put yourself out there, Liz. Before the end of the year,
I can't sing.
You got to put yourself out there. You got to do either some mom jokes, or you got to bring some type of niche to the podcast, so where we can say this is Liz's moment.
Oh, good Lord!
You got time. You got time to think about it.
I can't think of any niche I could bring.
Well, if we have to bring something to the table for you, we'll try to think of something too. But I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be great.
I got it.
It'd be Liz's corner.
Liz's libations.
Yeah.
I can talk about airplanes till you're bored to tears. But there's not too much else out there that I could do.
We're gonna have to talk about. I don't want to talk about it now because I think I have something, but I'm gonna let it marinate because I don't want to say it wrong. But I think I have something for Liz, and no, it's not shirts off with Liz. It's something that's gonna be hilarious, though. I'm gonna we'll play this out. I'm gonna play this out. But anyway, pearls of wisdom with Liz is what the Truth Teller says.
Yeah, I was laughing at that too.
You better be very careful about using the word pearl. It could go sideways quick. Go sideways real quick.
Or straight ahead.
Dad joke before we were ready for dad jokes.
You guys lost me on that one.
We're gonna get that. Yes, yep. Look, I'm not gonna explain that one to you. I'm gonna let Marcus explain it to you. Oh my gosh, too funny. But anyway,
right.
let's call it a night. We're gonna do it a little bit longer next time with some more topics. I appreciate every one of you guys, Truth Teller, Thumper 88, Veen, Smitty was here for a while. The Ham Banana, I'll get with you too on the computer stuff. We appreciate you coming over. Big Jake, I have throughout this whole thing. Let me just say this real quick. I have sent a message over to Big Jake, and I have thought about this just briefly. I don't want to carry on a lot of nonsense, and so I've asked Jake to rejoin us if and when he's able to. I know he's not a big fan of being over there, and I know he regrets being over there. So who am I to, cast aside someone who is, definitely part of our family? And if we are family, we should be able to, not necessarily cast people away the first time that they transgress against us. And so I apologize to Big Jake. I apologize to other people if I have overreacted. And let's hope that we don't have to kind of go through this any further in the future. So Jake, you're my brother, man. I apologize for taking some time to just kind of deal with it and the gravity of the situation, and even wearing my own damn ego on my shoulders to a certain degree. So I hope you feel as if you can come back and be a part of our family again. We'd love to have you, and I'm glad and hopefully we can just kind of look past this, and I'll be better because of it. What's say you, Marcus?
We'll just start rooting against the Bengals from now on. No, I'm kidding. just a joke, Jake. Just a joke.
Brian, I think where Big Jake's heart is that he just wants to be friends with everybody. And that's when it comes to the live streams on various channels. That's a pretty hard tightrope to walk, difficult. But I think that's where his heart is. I think he's just trying to make everybody happy. And that's something that I've never figured out how to do. But I find it a noble pursuit, I guess.
Yeah, it's I when you purposely go to a place that is full of hate and full of misogynistic rhetoric and homophobic, and if you don't believe the way they believe when it comes to religion, all those other types of things, I don't care what channel it is. If that's what you want to do, feel free to do it. But you can't come here, and that's my whole thing. You can't come here and say that you are about what the movement that we're trying to project, where everybody is inclusive. You don't have to share the same ideas. You don't have to share the same perspective. But you're here because you have a safe place to convey whatever you want to convey. And you're not going to be chastised, belittled, or made fun of, or even made to cry because you believe or want to have a perspective that what you have.
Exactly. You're not going to be crucified for your opinion.
And I don't want people to associate this channel with other channels because you are a big person on that panel. If you are representing that panel, I just don't want you to sit there and have people think that we're about that same type of rhetoric. And I'm trying my best when you're talking about, trying to do your best to bring positivity and right the ship. I'm trying to do that here without exposing people who I value their input to those other channels. I don't want people to sit there and think that we're associated, affiliated, or otherwise to those types of channels. We're trying to just navigate our own way. And I wish people would allow us to do that without any interference from other channels. Let us be.
Yeah. Especially without the what I see on a lot of the other channels going back and forth on each other is they get their feelings hurt, and then they want to seek revenge. It's like, oh my gosh, guys, just let people speak and let it go. And I know that's easier said than done, but taking the high road is always the best way to go. Just is.
Always the high road. There's a lot of other channels besides the channels that you guys even know about and see every day on YouTube. I guarantee you. And Liz actually said this to me today on a video. She goes, Brian, where do you find these videos? And I'm like, if you stop watching the same cycle of things and the same nonsense on YouTube, I didn't say this to her, but I made something funny out when I said it to her. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there is a whole different stratosphere of YouTube out there. That's not about frauditors. That's not about First Amendment, whatever. It's not about the big professor or the other people who are out there. There's a plethora of channels that are just so freaking amazing to watch. And some enlightening channels out there. People that will make you really think about things that are going on in the world. And we want to be a part of that stratosphere, not the other.
That's true. True. There's a lot of educational stuff too. A lot of history. And yeah, there's a lot of other stuff.
Food channels.
Food is always a good one.
Yep.
I love watching those.
Yeah, and Truth Teller saying, I don't say this as though I'm a power trip, but having a wrench is a big responsibility, and those of us with wrench have the ability to quell things before they get out of hand. That's the whole point of having a moderator, is that you want to squash people from, bickering and having these attitudes and getting on a live stream where all you're hearing is just, allowing. Look, if you want to be a Jerry Springer host, feel free to be a Jerry Springer host. More power to you. It just happens to be not my cup of tea. It just
Brian,
happens to be.
You are the father.
Oh my gosh! Marcus,
that's what my friend Tim says. That's what my friend Tim says to me all the time.
Well, Marcus,
about him.
I was just thinking about that. It's called what's it called? Something Court, and the judge is a woman, and it's nothing but paternity.
Oh,
have you seen it? There's YouTube videos on it.
I
have to look that up. No, I haven't seen it either.
Well, it's kind of gut wrenching to watch. If you look in YouTube, I'm sure you can find it. Put paternity court in and search on it, and I'm not sure what it's called. The judge is this beautiful African American woman, gorgeous, and she's very kind. She's not a mean judge, and it just kind of
paternity court.
Yeah, just kind of paternity. Yeah, it just kind of blows me away. I watched a number of them, because they showed up in my feed for some reason. Does anybody else understand why things pop up on a YouTube feed?
Yeah, it's your search history. It's your search history. It's a whole algorithm that they always put in. It's almost like if you do a Google search and then all of a sudden, or on YouTube or Facebook, you say something or you do something, then all of a sudden it's like a commercial that's popping up. They use all of these. I want to say SSO, but I'm not thinking about it. It's not SSO. It's all about these little algorithms that they look at your search history, and they provide commercials and hints that cater to your search history.
Yeah, not just commercials. So I like watching home decor and home renovation and that kind of stuff as well. And if I go out and I go to one of my favorite sites is Pottery Barn, because I like to look at their stuff. I'll go out, I'll punch up Pottery Barn, I'll look at it for 10 minutes, and 10 minutes later, I'm getting emails from them.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, holy crap. it just kind of blows you away how closely you're watched online. It I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but they're watching all the time what you're doing.
Here's what I know, and this is what I'm gonna tell you. First of all, Veen, he's like, how much time do you spend watching your favorite videos versus moving on to the next one? You get to that, and my wife and I will say the same thing when we're getting ready to go to bed, and all of a sudden you're watching the video, and then so you know you scroll up to the video underneath it, and you keep scrolling up underneath it. So instead of like scrolling to watch the video that you thought you really liked, you're watching all these random videos because you just keep going to that scroll of death. And as you're watching that, as you're watching it, all that stuff is still they're tracking everything that you're watching online. And we used to say this in IT all the time. You can sign up. I would tell people all the time, get you a really good email address, but then get you another email address where you can sign up for shit. Go get a Yahoo account, a Gmail account. So when you sign up for Yahoo or for Facebook or whatever else you want to have on there, sign up for all those types of things because they sell your information all the time. Your email address is not your email address because if you sign up for it and you use it for Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all those platforms are selling your email address for marketing tools.
Wow. Now, can you opt out of that?
Yeah, when you get an email and you say, hey, we've got this email, and you can opt out of it. And then the next thing you know, they're saying, oh, well, did you really mean to opt out of it? No.
It just cracks me up because I'll get it. I'll go look at something, and not only will I get emails, I'll get stuff on my iPhone. And it's like, I'm just glad I'm not doing something really obnoxious like watching porn or something. You know, God only knows what you get if you're doing that. I don't even want to find out.
But you just said porn on YouTube, so now tomorrow when you wake up, you're going to get a bunch of porn links sent to you because you said the word porn.
Nuh-uh.
I'm just kidding.
Am I?
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Jeez, way to scare me, dude.
But you will have you will have these videos on YouTube where girls are taking their clothes off, taking their clothes off because she said porn. I guarantee you. I don't want you to text me or message me tomorrow. If you don't wake up tomorrow on YouTube and you don't have one of these videos where girls are just trying on lingerie because you said the word porn, I would be shocked. But you will see that in your feed of videos. Promise you that.
I hope not. Because
and then send those links to Marcus.
Yeah, I was to say, or it could be men taking their shirts off.
Oh yeah.
Well, now that, yeah, that I wouldn't mind so much. I may be old, but I'm not totally dead yet.
Okay, folks, let's get into some dad jokes, and then let's say goodnight to everybody because I am really fading. As much as I am enjoying this, I just need to go to bed. Marcus, the floor is yours, sir.
Okay, yeah, I had a joke about paper, but I want to save that one because it's terrible.
Oh my
God.
All right, that one went totally over my head. I'm sorry.
Terrible.
Is that one I have to groan for?
You got.
I get to hear the groans.
You got to look at the video, Liz. Terrible. Paper.
Okay.
Terrible.
All right.
All right. Because it can be
all
porn.
Right. I got it. I'm slow.
So how can a leopard change his spots?
How can a leopard change his spots? I do not know.
Become a lion.
Let's see if anybody
stop lying
in the chat.
Chat, get it?
No. was. You tell me when, Brian. I was going to see if anybody in the chat got it, but
When they become a lion, when they quit lying, when they, I give up.
Okay. Anybody in the chat want to figure a guess before we get to the answer?
and the joke again is, how can a leopard change his spots?
I don't know.
He stops
By moving.
lying.
By moving.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a groaner. We need one that.
Okay, I got it.
And the word for you. And the words of Liz, ack.
Exactly. Well, actually, Bill the cat, but you know.
So okay, here's
oh wait, Veen actually got it. Veen got it. He's a little slow. He got it.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. I don't know. I'm kind of on to you, Veen. I wonder if Veen looked that one up.
Thumper says we're doing really bad jokes, not dad jokes. That's good stuff.
Yeah. All right, here's one more for you guys. What did the duck say when it bought chapstick?
Oh my gosh.
What did the duck say when it bought chapstick?
Quack stick.
Why the duck lips?
Duck bill. Chapstick. No, I got nothing.
I got no lips for this. Is it just lip service or
I'm trying to think of Bill, something to do with Bill, but I'm coming up empty.
Yeah, nobody knows. Oh,
put it on my bill.
Bill. Truth teller got it.
Truth teller got it.
Truth teller, you are so good.
Put it on my bill. I think I like that.
Okay, that was funny.
I like that one.
I like that one.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yep.
That's all I got for you.
Well, we appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, well, 1 out of 3. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Usually you manage 2 out of 3.
It's his first time back. Right? Give him a break. Give him a break. He was on hiatus.
All right.
You're on hiatus.
I know. I'm a little rusty.
Cutting him some slack.
Yeah.
Okay, Liz.
I'm coming in strong for 2023, though. Nobody's going to get him that in 2023. That's my goal.
Liz, parting words before we head out. Give us some parting words to all of our viewers and the YouTubeverse.
I just really enjoyed seeing everybody, talking to everybody. I'm sorry it took me 45 minutes to figure out Brian's screening app, which is so totally embarrassing because I spent 45 years at Boeing and there was never an app thrown at me that I could not master. And this thing is driving me nuts. So between now and next week, I'm going to go into it and look at the tutorials and see what I can learn.
Okay.
And always feel like, because I always have it up. So it's like a server, so you can always chat. So if you want to say, hey, Brian, I want to just make sure I can connect. Do it. Just
here's the weird thing. Here's the weird thing, Brian. I lost you off of the list of voice channels. You disappeared. The channel disappeared. It was there when I went on the first time, and then it disappeared, and I don't know how I did that. And I didn't know how to get it back.
Yeah, that's odd.
So now it's there again. Hopefully it'll stay there. Yeah.
But we'll still do a couple of pings and tests before the next show anyway, just to make sure.
Well, I need to just get better educated on it because, like I said, I worked some pretty robust apps in my working life, and like I said, I got pretty good at just about any that I had to use. And I'm talking going all the way back to the DOS days and the mainframe days. at Boeing, and sometimes when I had to know the actual operating system languages, in order to work. So this one's not going to beat me. I just need some time. Figure
Absolutely.
it out.
Yeah, and just like you said, the more you keep using it, the more comfortable you feel with using it.
Yes, exactly.
Well, we appreciate you, Liz, and the effort you took to continue staying with it to be on panel. We really appreciate it. The diligence.
It was frustrating. It was frustrating, but finally it worked. So thank you for your patience, and to everybody out there, I just really enjoy talking to y'all.
Awesome. We appreciate you as well. Okay, Mr. Dad Joke,
Indeed.
Mr. Marcus, you have the floor, sir.
Oh man, yeah, I don't have much. No, it's glad to be back. Yeah, because we missed last week, and so a lot's happened. And once again, happy birthday to you, Brian. So I'm glad you're starting to feel a little bit better.
Thank you very much.
And but yeah, that's all I got. We'll see you guys next week.
Hey, Brian, you didn't say how old you are, dude.
Yes, I didn't.
I love it. Hey, if I can admit that I am 65, about to be 66, then anybody under 50 has no excuse.
Believe it or not, this was my 50th birthday.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's a huge one.
That's why it was such a surprise that everything came together the way it was, and how it actually, I mean, it was by far a surprise for me, and my wife did an absolutely phenomenal job. And my best friend gave me one of the really greatest things ever about sending me on a golf trip. He and I are going to take a golf trip to Missouri to one of Tiger Woods' golf courses. And we're going to play.
Wow.
I got more alcohol than I could probably ever drink in a lifetime. Cigars. Marcus gave me an Under Armour gift card and all these other different things. It was just it was an amazing moment for me, because again, I'm the giver all the time. And when I felt that it was so many people that felt as if they wanted to take some time out just to kind of celebrate me, it was just I was in awe. It just having the level of friendships that I have cultivated, and I hope to continue to cultivate and bring this type of feeling to each and every one of them, as well as they did for me that night. It was amazing. I felt good. Even though I was sick as a dog. And let me just say this real quick, Marcus, before you say that. I was so sick that my wife was saying I was grumpy. And my best friend, when I say best friend, my best friends are married. So both of them are my best friends. They're my family. My son calls them aunt and uncle. And they were like, Brian, I'm glad that you showed up for your own birthday party, your surprise party, because I was literally just didn't want to get out of bed. I had to fake it to make it the entire night.
Aww.
It was that bad.
Oh, well, all I can say is you don't look at, I was going to guess 40, maybe. So, congratulations. That's a big one.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope I don't look 50. I hope that people, and I got a lot of people tell me this. A lot of people tell me that all the time. It's like, you don't look like you're even close to 50. But that's, I work hard to try to make sure that I don't. I still got to work harder to look like Marcus. But work in progress. Okay,
well, I won't tell you it's all downhill from there.
I hope not. I just went a really high octave when I just laughed at that. I was like, okay, Marcus, were you done with your last goodbye?
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to tell Liz, it's like, being there for Brian's surprise party. it gave me a sneak peek into the country club locker room with him and his buddies, with all the banter that was going on.
So, Marcus, you don't golf?
Oh, wait,
I
Marcus. Wait, Marcus. Hold on. I know about what you're thinking about there, but don't say nothing.
No. I
Okay.
No.
I got
said,
no. Yeah.
And Thumper said he was going to guess 64. Oh man, listen, I missed you guys. I know we don't really know each other personally, but we know each other intimately because we have these kind of conversations. And Truth Teller, Thumper, Veen, Ham Banana, Francisco, I believe. Who was it? Francisco, Franco. I'm sorry if I missed your name, misspelled your name or mispronounced your name. Thumper 88, Liz.
Just for you, it was on 2, I think.
Just for fun.
Just for fun. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just for fun. I'm sorry.
Veen, and Big Jake. I told everybody, and I'm telling you guys for sure, I'm not making this up. I did on the side, on the Discord channel, told Jake, I probably knee-jerk reaction, but he is family, and we are brothers. We fight, but we are still, at the end of the day, brothers. So he is welcome to come back on the channel. And we will never discuss or talk about this transgression ever again. And hopefully he feels as if I mean that at the end of the day, because we have gone through a whole lot together, and I would love to have him back. I hope that I didn't miss I hope I didn't miss anyone. I'm sorry?
Smitty.
Oh, Smitty. And Smitty.
Yep.
I hope I didn't miss anyone else, and if I did, I apologize. But for Liz and Marcus, we apologize for Trey was eating too many sandwiches and wasn't able to join us.
You are so mean to poor Trey. Poor kid.
I hope that he can join us. He was a little under the weather today as well, but he is going to be joining us soon. And I can't wait. And I'm looking forward to him joining us as well. But I'm glad to be back. Hopefully next week we'll all be in all good health. Truth Teller, we want to say best wishes to your nephew for his upcoming surgery. Send our best wishes.
Yes.
And look forward to us talking more about what we're doing, because we're only about a week and a half away before Christmas. We have the rest of this week and the next week. We're going to do something, either next Tuesday or before. I'm trying to get with Marcus's schedule and my schedule, and we're going to do something. I'm going to probably try to email the Samaritan Inn tomorrow and see what we can do to get on some list of the little ones and some families and some women who can really use our help during this holidays. We're really going to make a difference, and I'm looking really, really forward to sharing this with all of you guys. And thank you so much for spurring us on and supporting us as we try to continue doing this. And Jake says he'll be back. Can't get rid of him that easy. We appreciate that, Chief. We really do. So without further ado, we appreciate you guys. I hope everybody has a very good night and a very good rest of the week. And until next time, we all, including Big Jake, are Drinks and Discussions, and we'll